So different types of business opportunities that you can pursue with your certification are bidding as a prime on city contracts, and there are multiple different kinds of contracts. Some um, most require no certification. A select few are target market opportunities that are solely focused on vendors that have certifications. But the vast majority of our contracts are non-target market. There's also subcontracting on city contracts, which have minority and women-owned business goals. There are also private sector contracts as well that honor City of Chicago certifications. And as you pursue these opportunities, marketing, advertising, networking to build relationships are key in um, your your success as a business. For all of your networking, um, you want to have as your goal a face-to-face meeting, regardless of whether you've come across these through contracting events or business events. So as you attend these networking events, you want to make sure that your business card reflects who you are, what you do, and how people can reach you. You want to make sure that you are exploiting social media to the max, whether it's through Facebook, Twitter, now X, or Instagram, or other social media. You want to make sure that you have a capabilities statement which is unique to your company and that lets potential clients and customers know about your business and the specific capabilities of your business. As you pursue City of Chicago and sister agency opportunities, you want to sign up for DPS alerts. DPS alerts allows you to see what opportunities are available from the City of Chicago on a weekly basis. You will receive an email a week from us and occasionally some extra emails if there are special events or special opportunities that may occur from time to time. You will also see the weekly bid opportunities listing and be able to find out about things such as the vendor fair, the construction summit that may be coming up in the near future. You want to sign up for this on our website, chicago.gov /DPS. There is a icon titled DPS alerts that will allow you to sign up. Please go there and sign up and make sure you get on our list. Utilizing all your resources. So you want to make sure that you consult our buying plan that Ryan alluded to earlier in this presentation. The buying plan gives not just opportunities for the City of Chicago, but Chicago Public Schools, the Park District, city colleges, Cook County, etc. Local government is well represented there, and if you want to do business with local government, the buying plan is your friend. DPS alerts, as I just mentioned, is also a resource that you would like to utilize if you're seeking city business, attending these workshops. The world of city procurement is a bit complicated. There are a lot of things to know about, and these workshops will help you understand these before you bid. You don't want to be learning this after the fact, after you've submitted a bid. Do your homework, know this beforehand. Our bid and bond room, when you actually do start to submit, you will to be accompanied or acquainted with our bid and bond room. It is now it is now mostly virtual since all of our procurement is online, but they are a helpful resource for you. Live streams. Before you ever submit a bid, you may wish to watch our live stream of bid openings. That way you can see what a bid opening is like and see how they work. And this will be helpful when you bid for the first time. Small Business Center. This is run by BACP, Business Affairs and Consumer Protection, in the room just down the hallway from DPS. And you want to become familiar with the DPS website. There is a vast amount of information about DPS and the bidding process. And we're just going to give you a quick overview. It pays to spend some time to peruse the site on your own. But when we go to the DPS website, you will see that there are a series of icons there. You have the bid opportunities, which is particularly important if you are looking at opportunities with the city. You can research contracts that are awarded, and that's very helpful. You can also, in there, you can also see bid tabulations, and you can see information about the different kinds of goods and services that the city has bought in the past. The buying plan is prospective, meaning you're learning about future opportunities. This will give you an idea of what the city has contracted for in the past. Chicago Certified Firms Directory. This is helpful to you as well as vendors that would be potentially utilizing firms like your own for subcontracting opportunities. This is actually a link to our Office of Contracting Equity, and they are the same folks who helped you with your certification. They will continue to be available to you should you have any questions about yours, not only your certification, but assist agencies and other resources. Now we move on to e-procurement. E-procurement is the online bidding system for the city of Chicago. It has been in place since about 2017, and it is now required for use on all City of Chicago bidding that goes through the Department of Procurement Services. And there is a tool, iSupplier, which is public facing for the vendors, which is your portal to e-procurement. And this will allow you to respond to bids and RFPs and requests for qualifications online. You will be able to view and track payments and invoices online, and in certain cases to submit invoices online as well. So one of the things that is very important as you dive into the world of electronic bidding with the city is to read instructions carefully. We understand that the bid packages contain lots of information, and they may often have many mandatory forms to complete. Take your time to understand them. Talk to the procurement specialist if you need to. Make sure that you go and submit carefully, because something that is missing information, meaning that it's non-responsive, may be rejected. And these rejected bids are a waste of your time and they will result in your firm not getting the contract, even if you were in fact the lowest bidder or the most qualified. So please take time so that you're not considered non-responsive. Make sure you get all your facts right. So this will help with the bidding process, as I mentioned earlier. And you can start with getting in touch with the proper procurement staff assigned to your solicitation. This is listed in the bid opportunity list, and you will have their name and telephone number. Please contact this person with questions if you have any. And they are your contact for a specific procurement. Make sure you know when the solicitation is due. That is also listed in the bid opportunity list. It's if you're looking at the Chicago Tribune, you will see it there too in the legal advertisement. You will also see it in the list of bidding bids and bid opportunities that's available online. We talked about this earlier, that missing information can disqualify your bid. If you have particularly missing signatures, math errors are generally correctable, so those are not the end of the world. Failure to complete the bid documents is also another major cause of rejection of bids. Ryan mentioned to you earlier the different kinds of guides that were out there. One of the guides is the guide to bid incentives and programs. And bid incentives are a way that vendors who who qualify for certain incentives may be able to have a leg up in the bidding. Normal bidding, you go by lowest bidder will win. In the case of incentives, you get essentially a credit for meeting certain criteria. So let's say you have a bid for $100,000 and you have a 2% incentive. Then your bid will be evaluated as though you bid $98,000. If you win the bid, your company will still be paid the full $100,000. But for purposes of evaluation and tabulation, your bid will be counted as $98,000, which includes the 2% incentive. So you want to be familiar with the incentives. Small Business Initiative is a form of what it's similar to target market that is designed to increase opportunities that small businesses have to bid on projects. Typically, these are smaller projects of $3 million or less, so they are things that smaller companies can bid on, and they are limited to smaller businesses. This will be indicated on the bid opportunity list and also in the Chicago Tribune advertisement. Now, the diversity credit program is for vendors that utilize certified firms. So if you work with a prime that decides to participate in the diversity credit program, they will receive credit for utilizing your firm towards participating towards participation goals on other contracts that are awarded by DPS on behalf of the city. Project area residence is one that primarily applies to construction. So for contracts that have over $100,000, the total hours worked by persons on the construction site by employees of the contractor and the sub must be performed using labor by residents of that area to the tune of at least 50%. So if you are going to be bidding on construction contracts, know that this is a requirement. And if you are using alternatively powered vehicles, these are non-gasoline engines such as electric cars or hybrids or other things. You can earn a 0.5% bid incentive if you're using alternatively powered vehicles, which means that there has to be 10 or more owned, operated, or leased by your business. So this would primarily be useful in construction where vehicles are required. Mentor Protege program is in place for mentors to have in place an existing MWBE program that provides meaningful participation by these firms for work provided on this project. This allows larger firms to essentially mentor a smaller firm that may be MWBE. And with your new certification, you need to know that certification does not last forever. At some point, when you start to exceed some of the limits for certification with regards to size standards, then firms will begin to graduate. If you have gross receipts above a certain amount, then you will begin the phased graduation process, and this will phase out your participation in MWBE programs for the city. However, firms that utilize you will continue to be eligible to receive credit at reduced levels for up to 3 years beyond the point at which you meet the graduation standards. So as your firm continues to grow and prosper, please do plan for this. As I mentioned earlier, there are many other opportunities beyond the city of Chicago. These are known as sister agencies. They're affiliated with the city of Chicago in that their boards are appointed by the mayor for the most part. Chicago Public Schools, Cook County is not actually a sister agency, but it's listed here because it's a sister government agency. Park District, Public Building Commission, CHA, City of Colleges, Metro Pier Exhibition Authority, and Water Reclamation District is actually not appointed by the mayor, but often works closely with the city of Chicago. And next we move on to assist agencies. So assist agencies are nonprofit agencies and or chambers of commerce that represent the interests of small, minority, and women-owned businesses. So there is a list on our website that you can obtain, but you find an assist agency that is useful for that is in your neighborhood or that is in your industry group, and seek their assistance. That brings us to the end of our presentation. And it's time now for questions.
Thank you, Ben.
Mm-hmm.
So if anyone has any questions, you can use either the chat or the QA function now to go ahead and ask. And I'll give folks a minute to go ahead and type in their questions if they have any. And as we mentioned, all of the resources that were talked about in today's presentation are available on demand on our website and through our social media channels. So please do utilize them if you feel like you need a little bit of extra help. They are there to assist you in your efforts. And as always, if you are interested in further additional, that is, capacity building resources through our workshop program, you can check out either the YouTube page or our calendar of events on the DPS website. Ben, it does not look like we have any questions for today. I want to thank Benjamin Ho, Deputy Procurement Officer here at the Department of Procurement Services, for his time. I want to thank everyone who took the time out of your day to be with us. I know that your time is valuable, so we do appreciate it. And if we can be of any further assistance to you going forward, please do reach out to us. And we'll try and get you pointed in the direction you need to go. So having said that, we will wrap up. We want to thank you for joining today's DPS workshop on Your Business is Certified Now What? And we hope you all have a great day.
Bye-bye.